I'm Mike Kirk, and welcome back. Today we're going to start the process, and what we're going to do is a little unboxing for you here. We're going to start off with a FuelTech FT600. Everything that's kind of dashboard related is what we're going to talk about today. Then we're going to the cool gauges, cool switches, as I like to call them, and the weld-on dash mount. So let's open this one up first. It's pretty straightforward, it looks like. Basically, what we have is just a pretty cool little setup here where it's going to have obviously the mount for the ECU, some neat little plates, the FuelTech logo, laser cut in there. And that'll be the first thing that we're going to have to put on. Now let's take a look at the cool switches. Let's see what we got going on here. Some pretty cool little stickers for the buttons. Nice packaging as usual. Wow, what a great feel to the buttons. That's really nice, really compact. This is what I like about all this, it's just no wires. Plug it in. Don't have 500 wires to hook up 8 switches. Awesome. Also in the boxes we have some mounting screws and the wiring harness. Next we have the crown jewel, the FT600. Nice packaging. And let's see what this is here. Some FuelTech decals. Some mounting isolators, rubber isolators for mounting on the bracket. Some more nuts and bolts. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice little emblem for the car. And a USB cable. Quick install guides, multiple languages. And here we go. Nice little bag for the ECU. Great build quality. It's got some weight to it. You can just tell by holding this, it's great quality. Perfect size for a dragster too. And if I'm not mistaken, cool little keychain. So this will get us started. We haven't decided yet whether we are actually going to mount it in this carbon fiber dashboard here or just mount it to the car. We'll probably do that. If you want to come on over here, I'll show you what we're thinking. So this was the old mount for the Holly. All this is going to go, obviously. But, yeah, I think that mounted right there will be just perfect. It's not too far away. It's within reach. So we'll get the old TIG torch out and start mounting stuff up. We're just going to notch that. Throw that on there. That's cool.
Are we going to keep that in the same spot?
I think we might. We had our switches over here before, but it's kind of awkward because it's behind the shifter. But this is where the delay box was before, so we have room since the delay box feature is built into the ECU now. So I think maybe we can mount that right there, maybe even on a bit of an angle or something like that.
As long as it's not in the way of the chute handle. Remember, we may need 2 chute handles now too.
Yeah, so maybe we'll figure it out, but somewhere here, and it has to be up a little bit higher, because as I get on in years, it's getting a little harder to get in and out of this car. So the more room I have to bend my knees, the easier it is to get in and out. So it'll probably be somewhere around there, but pretty slick. I like it. Cool unit. So let's take a look at these new injectors that we got from FuelTech. Again, cool packaging. Nice and neat, well protected. Oh man, they got some weight to them.
We don't have another injector here to compare it, I don't think.
No.
They're about double the size of a regular.
Yeah, so this
210.
This is what we're going to run in the intake. And
those are going in the. Those are going in the fuel rail.
In the fuel rail, yeah.
And then we're going to run the Bosch 210s up top, yeah.
And these injectors are the 240s?
These are, yeah, these 240s, yeah. Yeah.
So again, we want to kind of, well, not kind of, we want to be transparent and let you guys know exactly what we're putting into this car, and front to back, what it takes to make this combination run, and it's new to us too, so yeah, it should be fun.
This is only just part of, there's a whole bunch of new parts, new FuelTech stuff to go on this as well.
May as well show you the wiring harness while we're at it. There's this is an unterminated FuelTech harness. The reason we have the unterminated harness is because it is a dragster, and we really don't know where things are going to end.
Well, and the other reason for that is we had an LS harness before with our previous system, and the ECU or the dash has to be mounted in the front of the engine. Typically it's mounted behind the engine, so everything is backwards in this situation.
That's a really nice harness.
And the nice thing, what they do is when you put in your combination in their software, it gives you a wiring diagram to follow. So it's not just a generic diagram.
Yeah, and that's what I like about FuelTech, is that there's so much support, and they kind of got everything figured out. Like, they know where you're going to run into problems, and they got that figured out for us already. So, I mean, I know it's not going to be easy. Obviously, it's nothing is, especially in this world. And it's a drag car. Got to fabricate everything. So we're prepared for that, but yeah, we're getting started. All right, so this is the FuelTech Nano Pro. We have 2 of them. They are O2 conditioners, which allows us to run pretty much any O2 sensor that we wish. Cool thing is they're touch screens. So what we're probably going to do is mount one of them. Again, really nice packaging. This is super high quality foam. So we're probably going to mount one of them in the cockpit and one of them on the back side of the roll cage. Cool thing is you can put an on-off switch on this to start the car, roll the motor over, do whatever you want, and program it accordingly, whatever you like in there. But yeah, Really cool. Again, one plug goes on there. Nice little brackets for mounting. Impressive. Nice piece. Here's our FuelTech 4-channel EGT CAN modules. This time around we are going to run EGTs in our Zoomies to make tuning a little more precise. Again, open the box. Awesome packaging. Box looks great. Great foam in there. FuelTech quick install manual, multiple languages. Really nice, sturdy case that this sucker's in. Pretty cool. It's going to lock all the EGTs in there. One wire goes to the back. And two of them, one for each side. It's a really nice piece. That feels really solid. Again, what can I say? Quality's fantastic. So what we're doing here is plumbing the fuel system. So with the LSA supercharger, we ran a small line, 3/8 line. That's all it required. Now we're going up to a -10 line to get from the fuel tank up to the motor. And what our plan is we are going to feed the fuel into this one rail with a 90-degree swivel -10 down through here, out the back. I just actually made the line up here, so this line will go on here. Feed into this Y, which is probably going to be a little awkward, but we were thinking about actually making a mounting bracket, but I'm not sure that it's even going to need that. Anyhow, there we go. So when we snug all that up, that'll be, no, that ain't moving. It doesn't need a mounting bracket. But anyway, so fuel's going to come in through that rail out here into the Y, feed the top 4 injectors, and also feed this rail over here, and it's blocked off at the end. This looks like it should be okay. It should keep the fuel system pressurized. We may have to talk to FuelTech because I've been reading that they want a constant fuel pressure up top. So if that's the case, we might have to get a secondary filter and do a little more plumbing, but we'll see. We're just kind of putting it together as best we can. And then reason being is we got to pull the motor out. So we want to get everything in here, get the blower belt on, make sure everything fits, fire the car up, then pull the engine out, do what we got to do to the engine, and then put it back together. But this is where we are. So a couple more fuel lines. Just got to put a few more fittings on the front, and that should be ready to go. We got these cool little billet injector holders from AKLYDIGGER. They're nice little units. So basically, we're going to have 2 plumbed in the back of the hat here with rubber lines coming off the distribution block, and then 2 up here to feed the front of the blower. Apparently 4 injectors up top should be fine. And we'll see. And then 8 down below. So, but yeah, these are pretty cool. And they're not that expensive either. I think they were maybe $40 or something like that, but pretty trick little piece. Yeah, that's about it.